Hello everyone, it's Bernard here
And Peter
from the Almost Painted channel. And today we are playing the first game from the Group B of our Combat Patrol World Cup. So it's yet another game, third one. If you haven't seen the previous one, you can check them after this one. Today we are playing Death Guard versus
Tau Empire.
And as you can see, armies are beautifully painted. I actually went with a different color scheme for the Death Guard than I originally expected. It's more in line with the Horus Heresy one, and it was Peter who actually convinced me because I bought the Death Guard green spray, but my original idea was to paint them, you know, this cream, bony color, and I think it works great. It makes a nice match with the Poxwalkers and show how dirty they are.
Yes, I think this color scheme suits even better
Yes.
this army than the regular one from the 40k.
Agree. Absolutely fantastic army. If you want to see how I painted them, because I use mostly washes, leave a comment below and let us know. The Tau are in the regular color because it's, I think, nice and welcoming and also fits Tau.
Yes, and they also look very stealthy on this surface.
Oh, yeah, that's actually true because half of the army is actually stealth suits, so it will match them. Today we are playing mission 3 from the Combat Patrol.
Yes, it's forward outpost. And today there is one interesting mission rule. It's called sabotage enemy comms. And
Yes.
basically if you control objective marker in your opponent's deployment, at the end of your turn,
Yes.
you just turn off his ability to use command reroll.
Yes, so basically if I will manage to somehow slog into Peter's deployment zone, or if Tau somehow manages to charge into my deployment zone, we can't use the command reroll.
I think you shouldn't use in one sentence Tau and charging.
Yes, my point is this may not be the best armies for this scenario,
Yeah.
but it's very cool and quite powerful rule anyway.
Yes.
Yes.
And also one very important thing about this mission are the primary objectives.
Yes.
Because in today's game you don't score objectives for controlling your own objective in your own deployment zone.
Yes.
So you get 5 points for objectives in no man's land, but you get 10 victory points for controlling objective in your opponent's deployment zone.
So it's quite different than usual. It's not, you know, 1 or more, 2 or more than your opponent. You simply get for the objectives, no matter how many your opponent holds. So we can get like 5 and 10, so 15 each.
Yes.
If we simply, you know, mirrors each other. So it's quite interesting mission because it's something different. Yeah, and in the 5th battle round, the second player scores at the end. So we are back to this rule again, which I think is nice. Speaking of special rules, let's talk about our armies and our enhancements and secondaries.
Okay, so maybe I will start.
Yes.
As a enhancement for my Ethereal, I've picked up the default one.
Yes.
So it's DS-13 experimental drone, and it's basically an aura ability. And in 6 inches from him, infantry Tau units gain +1 to save.
Yes.
And also feel no pain 5+.
Yes, so they are basically Death Guard from 8th edition.
Yes.
Which is super nice considering Death Guard lost their disgustingly resilient, but it's very powerful rule. Also, the leader, I mean both enhancements work for Tau, the Ethereal is lone operative.
Yes,
which is,
and also stealth ability.
Yes, which is great for him because he can't otherwise join the units here.
Exactly.
So it will suit him very nice. And your secondary?
It's also the default one, Kauyon Lure. And basically I get 5 victory points for control, not for controlling, but just being in my deployment zone.
Yes, and it's a very good one because it's 5 victory points if you have a unit, no matter how many my units will get there.
And also it also works from the second turn, so I can get in 4 turns 20 victory points.
Yes, but it's also better than the second one because the second one gives you 20 victory points if your Ethereal survives, but if he gets killed in the last turn, you get none. And even if I wipe out the whole Tau army in the 5th turn, you still will get like 15.
Yes. So this second one with surviving with Ethereal is just too much swing or miss. So I think it's more tactical to use the default one.
And you can still, if your Ethereal survives and he will be in your deployment zone, you will still get 20 victory points. For me, my leader is Typhus, and surprisingly, he still gets enhancement, which is actually quite cool because it's also very fluffy enhancement, fitting this overall theme of Typhus and his Poxwalker horde. He has the Walking Plague enhancement, which means that in my command phase, I select one Poxwalker unit within the contagion range. So in first turn within 3 inches, in second in 6 inches, from third in 9 inches, and I restore D6 destroyed Poxwalker models to that unit, which will just fit this narrative of relentless horde so well. The one thing to remember is I can't bring back destroyed units in any way, even with stratagems. So I will have to, replenish the Poxwalkers as the game goes.
Yes, so I have to focus on one unit at a time, just to clear it out, and then get to the other one.
Yes, exactly. And Typhus, by the way, he's leading one of those units. Each are 10-man units because that's the combat patrol layout. As my secondary, I have Contaminate Ground, which basically gives me 3 victory points for each time I have a Death Guard unit that's not battle shocked within 3 inches from the center of the battlefield. Now I have to admit that Tau secondaries are much better than Death Guards because the other one is basically 2 victory points for killing enemy unit within contagion. You only have like 4 units, I believe.
Yes.
Four separate.
Yeah.
So I could get like 8 victory points, and I can't kill anything in shooting because I need to be within contagion range, which sucks. And the Contaminate Ground is also from second turn, so in total I can get only 12 victory points, and I have to be within the center. But I think it's better from those two because at least it helps me get forward to your objective.
But it's a good point that there are big differences between secondaries in different combat patrols.
Yes, and I think
Tau have perfect because with any of it you can score 20 victory points in total, and it's quite doable.
Yes, and fits with their playstyle exactly.
Yes.
And yeah, like the Death Guard aren't the worst ones, but some of the armies have really, really weak ones, and I thought at the beginning that okay, maybe the difficulty level of achieving them will help to compensate for some armies, but no, I think Grey Knights are one of the weakest combat patrols, and they have not really good secondaries in my opinion, for example. But yeah, some armies like Tau or Deathwatch, I believe they have nice secondaries that help their combat patrols. But we will see how good Tau 1 is in practice in a minute, because what's left is now to roll to see who goes first.
Enough talking.
Let's get dice rollings.
Okay.
Okay, so I start. There's nothing I can say, so I will start moving my horde and I will get back to you guys after the movement. Okay, so that was my movement, and also that was my shooting, and that was my charging, because they advance, so they can't do any of those things. So that was my first turn. It was super fast.
And now it's time for mine.
Yes, exactly. So we now both have 2 command points.
Yes, but I have a chance to get even another one.
Yes, from your Ethereal.
Yes, because in command phase, on the 4+, I get 1 additional command point. So let's see. I don't.
Not this time.
So now it's time for movement.
Yes.
So see you after movement. Okay, so in my movement phase, I generally moved my forces to the left flank.
Yes.
So from the right side, the fire warriors move to the center.
To have a good view at Typhus.
Yes, and also to control the objectives. Objective because
Yes.
When they control objective, they can use Overwatch on a 4+.
Yes, which is very big, because Overwatch can now be triggered in a movement phase. So basically, considering they have 30 inches of range on several models, and they can trigger it in a movement phase, and they hit on a 4-up, that means the moment I move with something, Peter just spends a CP to fire at me with a regular ballistic skill, which will be quite punishing. They are also 6 inches from the ethereal.
Exactly, so they get bonuses from him.
Yes, feel no pain mostly, and plus
Plus
one
one
to
to
save.
save.
So they don't even need to be behind the cover.
Yeah. And the battle suits also move to the left. The stealth suits are standing closer to your forces because they have shorter range. And I also plan to use a stratagem that lets them move backwards after shooting. And Ghost Skull, considering he has 36 inches of shooting, he can target almost everything. So he's just standing at the back.
Yes, and he has lone operative.
Yes.
So I can't even target him. Same with ethereal. So I'll just have to, you know, take the punishment and keep on moving. So we will see how it goes.
And the last thing, moving into the shooting phase, I can use for the greater good ability.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that my guiding unit is stealth suits.
Yes, they will be spotting who?
Plate Marines.
Yeah, but for whom? So for the Ghost.
For Ghost Skull, yeah.
Okay.
So basically Ghost Skull has +1 to hit.
And
also ignores cover.
Yes.
Because it's an ability that...
marker drone.
Yes.
Yes, so my meticulous putting, you know, Plague Marines close to the fence is for nothing. And yeah, Tau seems quite strong, at least for now. We will see how resilient the Marines are.
Okay, so let's start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to start with stealth suits.
Yes.
I moved them in a way that the first one with Fusion Blaster has exactly 12 inches of range to your Plate Marines. Okay, so it's only one attack.
Yes.
Hitting on 4+.
Yes. Okay.
Hits.
Strength
9.
So on 3-up. Okay.
It's a hit.
And it's AP minus...
-4. D6 damage.
Yes, so I have no save against it. Although, they do not ignore cover, right? So, I will put it on the Marine in cover. Yes. So he goes to 2-up, basically. Because even 3-up saves can, you know, still reduce AP. So you have like AP -3, so I can save it on a 6-up. And I will obviously try my best. So
almost.
One of my Marines is killed, and I will kill one from the back to, you know, keep on moving forward.
Yeah, now it's time to shoot with 2 burst cannons. So 8 attacks, once again hitting on 4+. Okay, so 4+, so 50-50 statistically.
And 4-ups?
Yes.
Okay, again. This is AP none.
Yes.
And I can't improve the save above 3-ups, so still 1 and 2 will fail me because you have no AP on that. But I saved both.
Okay, so that was shooting from stealth suits.
Yes.
And I also forgot to mention that stealth suits have an ability that it's called Forward Observers. And when they are guiding other unit,
yes,
they also give a reroll of wound rolls of 1.
Yes.
So not only I have ignores cover on Ghost Skull, but also
1 to hit and
and rerolling wound rolls of 1.
Yes.
So it's like a lot of bonuses stacked on each other. So talking about Ghost Skull, let's move on to him.
Which profile are you using? Are you going with the hazardous one or not?
I think that overcharging doesn't give me a lot of benefit because higher strength changes nothing. Damage from 2 to 3 changes something?
Yes.
Yes, because you have to...
I can use a stratagem
Okay.
to have disgustingly resilient. Obviously, I will only use it if you go with the lower profile. So if you go with the higher profile, you're risking hazardous and I'm
Yes,
saving.
okay. So I think I will go with overcharging
Yes.
because it's a lot of benefit for me with not much risk.
Yes. I mean, you can lose 3 mortal wounds, but I think that the AP improvement alone is
Yes.
worth it here. And it's not a blast, it's 6 attacks
Yes.
straight. And on 3 up.
Yes. So 3 up.
Okay, so funny enough, the spotter for the greater good what didn't benefit.
Yeah. And now it's strength 8, so 3+,
Yes.
rerolling once.
Yes. It's a good thing.
Yes. Okay, so all of them.
Yes, and it's only AP minus 2, which
Yes.
goes, my cover reduces it to AP minus 1. So I have 4 up.
Sorry, I have ignores cover.
Okay, so it's AP minus 2.
Yeah.
So I have 5 up save. So I can still, well, I will survive with something. Okay, I saved 1 for sure. I have 2 CPs and I'm considering rerolling 1. Okay, I'm spending 1 CP. I know that rerolling 5 up saves is not really a great idea, but what's left for you are the regular
Strike
fight
them,
warriors.
yeah.
So I will just try my luck. No. So I lost 2 Plague Marines. This one and that one.
And of course, I'm not in Melta range for fusion blasters.
Okay, so we will do a hazardous test on the ghost kill.
Yes, so everything but 1.
Yes. Okay, so 3 wounds of
Yes.
the ghost kill.
So now let's move on to Fire Warriors,
Mhm.
Strike Team. They are equipped with 5 pulse carbines, and these are the guys in the front without any grass
Yes.
on bases. And in the back there are 5 guys with pulse rifles.
Yes.
So maybe let's start with carbines. The unit is joined by Harder Fireblade, which also gives them +1 attacks in shooting.
Yes.
So carbines go up to 3 attacks each. So I have 15 shots, hitting on 4+.
Yes.
Not bad.
And the same would be in Overwatch.
Yeah.
And it's only half of the unit.
Yes. And now wounding on 4+.
Actually on 3 up.
3 up, yeah,
it's the
because
Poxwalker
yeah,
unit.
okay. Okay.
Now this is AP0 and you do not ignore cover on that squad,
Yes.
which means that my 7 up save goes to 6 up and I have a chance to save them. So it's how many? 7?
7.
Oh,
The blessed number.
last number. Saving on 6s from the cover. I saved absolutely nothing. It's damage 1 so far, right?
Yes.
So 7 5 up, feel no pains. Oh, it's much better. I only lost 3 Poxwalkers, and I will obviously, remove the Poxwalkers from the back.
It was 5 up or 6 up?
5 up.
Feel no pain, sorry, yeah. And now I can continue with rifles. 2 attacks each,
Yes.
because of Cadre. Hitting on 4+. Wounding on 3+.
Okay, so it's 4 saves. So the cover is 6 up. Nothing. And feel no pain on 5. Okay.
Once again, much better.
Yes, the Poxwalkers are still disgustingly resilient.
Okay, and now let's finish off with
Cadre
Cadre
Fireblade.
Fireblade itself. So 2 attacks, hitting on 3+.
Yes.
Okay, and wounding once again on 3+.
Okay,
One
so
wound.
only 1, but it's damage 2.
Yes,
So I hope for a 6 from the cover. I get
of
it.
course.
Well, it's the first 6
Yes.
from the start, so I
Oh,
think I
okay.
deserve it. But, luckily for me, they remained above half strength, which means I don't need to test leadership,
Yes.
which is nice on Poxwalkers.
Okay, so now at the end of the shooting, it's time for me to spend command point.
Yes, so we both go to 1 command point.
Yes, on rapid repositioning, and it lets me move 1 unit. Normally it's D6 inches,
Yes.
but for battlesuit units,
It's
and
6,
it's
flat 6.
Yes, and I want to move stealth suits, so they get behind the barricade.
So this is the classic Tau move, shoot, move maneuver.
And by the way, I think that Tau stratagems for command point, for combat patrol, are very fluffy and also very powerful.
They are indeed. Okay, so that was your turn, I believe,
Yes,
because
it
you're
was.
not charging.
Yes.
It was quite nice, I think, for killing 3 Plague Marines. You're almost halfway there. Unfortunately for you, the Typhus's unit survived, more or less, so I will restore the 6 of them. But it's still, we will see in a moment how effective this is. And now it's my turn.
Yes.
And I need to think a little, and I will see you guys after the movement phase. Okay, so actually in my command phase we can do a quick sum up.
Yes.
I already started moving, but I in general got 0 command points. My secondary is actually scored at the end of the turn,
Yes.
so I still have time to go to the middle.
You got 0 victory points,
Yes,
because we got
1 command
1
point.
command point, so we both have 2.
Yes, we are back at 2. And in command phase also Typhus brings back D6 Poxwalkers, obviously to his own unit now. So he has 7, which is very lucky for him. And I get back to advancing with my horde.
Yeah.
So now I'm moving with Typhus. So you can use your Overwatch now.
But I will wait to the end of your movement.
Yes. Now I could move them now back and basically waste your Overwatch, but I really want to get 3 victory points. So I will be moving them forward. I will be actually advancing with Typhus. So the man himself can move 9 inches. So he will just go here, and his Poxwalkers need to slog 8 inches. So they will simply follow here.
And now it's time for me to announce
Oh,
Fire Overwatch stratagem, and I hit you on a 4+.
yes.
So I go down to 1, but I can shoot with all of my guns. So once again, 15 shots from carbines, hitting on 4+.
Good, you don't have sustained hits.
Yeah, and now
Moving on 3 ups.
3 ups. Not bad.
That's a lot of damage. Now I still am on the landing pad. I still have some cover.
Yes, I also think so. But it's 8 wounds.
Yes, so 8 6 up saves. Nothing, and now 8 5 up. Still no pains. And I can actually lose everyone. I only lost 5, and only means that I'm left with 2.
Yeah, but I will continue with rifles.
Yes.
So now I have to do 2 at a time because...
I mean, you can roll everything at once for hit,
Hit,
and
yes,
then
okay.
do 2 wounds at a time.
So 4 up.
So 3 ups.
3 ups. Okay, both are in.
So 6 up, and now 5 up. Okay.
So 1 left.
Yes.
So now with 1 dice. 3 up. Okay.
6 up and 5 up. Okay.
3 up.
6 up. 5 up. Okay.
I have 2 left. 3 up.
Why did you wound with every single one of them? So 6 up. Okay. 5 up.
No, finally. And the last shot?
On 5 ups.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Maybe not the last because there is also Fireblade. So 2 shots. So
I agreed with you. But Typhus has lost his unit and he can't bring anything back to it.
yes. So I'm satisfied.
Okay, so now it's my turn to shoot.
Yes.
And that's why I think Fire Overwatch is so powerful, because it happens in movement before I can shoot you. Because I will be targeting that unit with my Plague Marines. They have range 24 inches on those who are left. Yeah, and now I'm thinking of using a stratagem. Yeah, and I will be using Corrosive Effluence, so I have only 1 CP left, which basically improves my armor penetration. Now, my leader and one guy, they have bolters, and one guy has Blight Launcher, and one has a Plague Spewer, and it's out of range. Okay, so we will start with the regular Plague Bolters. Now, thanks to Fall Blightspawn, their Lethal Hits ability triggers on 5 up, so each 5 up to hit will result in a wound.
Yes.
So, regular bolters. Okay, so it's 3 auto wounds and 1 miss. And now the Blight Launcher, similar situations, 2 shots. It's 2 auto wounds. Now, this is AP -2, this is AP -1.
Okay, so maybe let's start with AP -1.
Yeah.
I have +1 to save, so I remain at 4+. So 3 times 4+. Okay, it's damage 1. And
So
I have Feel No Pain,
yes.
5+.
Yes,
One
but
is
you're
dead.
not Poxwalker.
Yes.
So 1 Fire Warrior is dead.
So I will remove from the back.
Now it's AP -2, so you save on a 5 up.
Yes.
And the Blight Launcher actually has damage too.
Okay, so 5 up.
Yeah. Okay, so that was my turn, that was my shooting. I can't charge with Typhus because he advanced.
Yes.
So this is my second turn.
It's a pity for me because I would do not Overwatch, but the first stratagem, laser marked targets.
Yes.
But I cannot.
Yeah, I actually control 2 objectives now, which is nice. And I'm 3 inches from the middle with Typhus, so I get 3 victory points at the end of the turn.
Now we move to my second turn.
So we both have 2 command points
Yes,
again.
but I can get third one,
And
which
you
I do. I have 3, you have 2.
Yes, so Peter will now do probably the movement phase.
Yes.
And I just want to say that Tau Combat Patrol is so far the most rounded one, I think,
Yes.
because it's quite fast, quite durable, really good at shooting, and has a very competent leader.
Yes, and also I think that the benefits that they give to each other
Yes, the
makes them very strong.
From enhancement to stratagems to
All,
the army
all
rule.
those rules for units are just
It's
very
the
strong.
classic 40k, you know.
Buffing buffs.
Yes, it combos.
Yes,
the
combos,
classic
yeah.
40k combos are really nice in the Tau Combat Patrol. So yeah, if you want to start with one army, Tau army is really nice. They have a big vehicle, they have a troop, they have a HQ and an elite super combat patrol. Anyway, we'll be back after Peter's movement.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the end of my movement.
Yes.
But it's worth mentioning that at the end of my command phase, I also got 5 victory points for just standing in my deployment zone. And of course, I don't control any of these objective markers, so I only get 5 victory points for the secondary.
Yes.
Once again, I moved a bit to the left with the warriors. So the strike team wants to target Poxwalkers. And I decided that this time the observer unit once again are stealth suits, but they will help strike team to hit Poxwalkers.
Yes, because they have simply more shots and will benefit greatly.
Yes.
Also, Peter told me that the fusion gun will shoot in the Plague Marines.
Yes.
Uh,
But I don't have to decide now. I will see
right.
after the shooting. And I will try to kill your Typhus with my Ghost Skull.
Yes. Now, it's worth mentioning that it would be better to shoot off these Poxwalkers and kill the whole unit out of the objective, but they are covered and there is true line of sight of the barricade, so they aren't really eligible target.
Yeah, and I would move closer to Typhus, which is not also favorable for me.
Yes, so it's better to kill my army at range and then try to get the objectives. But I hope that Poxwalkers survive this.
Yeah.
What's shooting first? The Fire Warriors?
Yeah, I think I will start with Fire Warriors. So once again, I start with Pulse Carbines.
3 ups.
This time on 3 ups, yes.
3 ups ignores cover and rerolling wound rolls of 1
Yes.
and +1 attack from the Fireblade, so they are really buffed.
Yes. So 3 up. And in fact, it's a very poor shooting, but at least I have 3 shots, hits more. And now I wound you on 3+.
Yes.
Rerolling once.
Okay. So how many?
It's 7 once again.
Ooh. And I only have my 5 up Final Pain. I saved 3 and lost 4 already. So I will take those 4.
And now I continue with rifles. I have only 4 rifles, so 8 shots. Hitting on 3+. And wounding on 3+. Rerolling once.
Okay. So,
Okay,
3
3
more.
wounds.
The unit will survive, I think, so far, but you can always finish with your stealth suits and
Yes.
you have Fireblade.
Yes.
So, 5 ups.
So 3 more.
So I have only 3 left.
So it will be hard to kill them with 2 shots.
Yes.
But let's see. So Kadr hitting on 2+. Yes.
Because he has +1 from...
And now wounding on 3 up. No reroll, so only 1 possible death.
But damage 2.
Yes.
And yeah, I failed it. So I have only 2 Poxwalkers left. It's very probable that I will fail morale with them. But I don't know if I want to risk it. Because they have leadership 8. So I need to roll...
You can also use
Insane
stratagem.
Bravery.
Yeah.
That's true.
So the only decision that I have to make is whether I should shoot you with 1 burst cannon or 2.
Yeah.
Because for sure I'm shooting with Fusion 1 Fusion Blaster into your Plague Marines.
Yes.
Okay, so after quick thinking, I decided that shooting with stealth suits,
Yes.
I use 2 burst cannons against your Poxwalkers and fusion gun into your Plague Marines.
Yes.
So let's start with burst cannons. 8 shots hitting on 4+.
Yes. Okay.
50-50.
And 3 ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I need to save at least 2 of them to have 1 survive. Okay.
Which you do.
So my last one, Poxwalker, survives.
Now I shoot Plague Marines.
Yes.
1 shot. It's a hit.
You reroll it in the...
It's a wound.
It's AP -4, so I can't really do anything about it, and I'm not spending a CP to reduce the damage, but you roll a d6 on
Yes.
1. No, it's 1 Plague Marine evaporated. But the lonely Poxwalker survives.
Okay, so now it's time to finish shooting with Ghost Skull, aiming at Typhus.
Yes.
So 6 attacks. I decide to overcharge.
Yes.
So maybe let's start with checking.
Yes, I spent CP to reduce the damage anyway.
Of course.
So I
So
have 1.
1. I have to check hazardous.
Yes, I mean, at the end,
Yes,
it will
but
kill you
yeah,
to remember.
Yeah, just to remember. But I'm okay. So 6 attacks, hitting on 4 up. Oh.
Okay, so Typhus will survive.
Yeah, and I cannot do anything to
Yes, I
improve
mean, you
it.
can spend a CP to reroll it.
That's not worth it. So 1 shot, hitting you on, wounding you on 3 up.
Yes. Okay, it's AP minus 2, right?
Yes, and damage goes down to 2.
Yes. The Ghost Girl is actually quite big and sees my Typhus perfectly. I don't have a cover, so I have 4 up, invulnerable save. And I will... It's damage 2, right?
Yes.
So I'm not saving it now. I already spent the CP to reduce it, so he has 4 wounds remaining. I think that's it. At the end of a turn, shooting phase, do you move with your...
Yes, because I want them to survive. So once again I do the same and move them back 6 inches.
Yeah. As you can see my army, guys, the Tau are so back. Like, it's a 6th edition Tau all over again, and I feel like playing with my orcs back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically shooting everything, including Gazgul, to the ground before I can even do something.
Yeah. But I'm very sorry that there is one Poxwalker left.
Yes.
Because I think he... You know, it's like a unit, you can control an objective with it and so on.
Yes, but to control an objective I need to pass a leadership test.
Yes.
I actually need to do a leadership test on my Plague Marines as well, because they just went...
So we are starting battle round 3.
Yes, so now it's my turn.
So you go back to 2 command points. I have 3.
Yes, I definitely control this side, so I have 5 victory points anyway. My Plague Marines have +1 on an objective, so they pass on a 5 up. They do. Now my lonely Poxwalker needs 8. Oh. Okay, so he passed it. So I don't even need to spend the CP on Insane Bravery. I get 10 victory points.
Yes, you do.
And I think
It's time to move.
yes. So I will be back in a moment. I don't have range for any command phase abilities, so yeah, it will be just a quick movement and then shooting. Okay, so I just finished moving my Plague Marines, and Peter will obviously declare an Overwatch because
Yes.
a free, not free, it costs 1 CP, but it's
Yes.
an extra shooting phase for Tau.
But only for 1 unit.
Yeah.
So once again, everyone is within range. 15 shots from carbines,
Exactly.
hitting on 4 plus. Wounding on 4 up.
Yes. So only 1 wound.
Yeah.
I save it on a 3 up. Okay, I'm fine.
And now 8 shots from rifles. Really nice. And 4 up. Not bad.
Okay, so 3 ups. Okay, also
And
not bad.
Fireblade.
Yes.
Nothing, because we decided he
Yes.
do it on 6s. So nothing.
So nothing, but it was still scary, and I think that it is so underwhelming because you were shooting so well so far.
Yeah.
So I hope that it will even out towards the end of the turn.
Okay.
Now it's my turn to shoot.
Yes.
I actually still don't have range with my
Pistols.
with my flamer. I mean pistols
yeah.
as well, but flamer. So I will only shoot with 1 bolter and 1 blight launcher. And I don't want to make it hard for Typhus because no, I will shoot everything into your fire warriors. They have -1 to hit, right?
Stealth use?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, stealth.
Yeah.
They have -1 to hit.
Yes, because they have stealth.
Okay, so I'm shooting you with my And they have 3 up save.
Yes.
So they go to 2 up now. So, yeah, I'll just shoot them because I don't have a better target.
Yeah.
So 2 regular bolter shots. Actually, it's a 1 auto wound. And they're probably toughness 4.
Yes.
So 4 up. Okay, so 2 wounds with no AP from the regular bolter. And 2 blight hauler shots. So 1 auto wound and nothing.
Okay, so let's start with 2 regular. So save.
Okay, you can't get better than 3 up. Okay, so you only
yeah.
have
So 3 up.
Okay, and now AP minus 1, so you use cover for that. So 3
once
up.
again 3 up.
It's damage 2. And I think they have 3 wounds or something.
Only 2. So I think I should reroll.
It's up to you. You will have only 1 CP left.
So exactly 1 for firing.
Overwatch.
Yeah. This special one stratagem, yeah. Yeah, you know what? It's worth giving a try because it's 3 up. Yeah.
Okay. So you save them. It's nice.
I still lost only 1 model through this game.
Wait for what comes next. Because it's
I know what comes next, yes?
It's a charge phase. And I declare charge with Typhus.
I have to check out the name. And I declare laser marked targets. So it's basically another Overwatch, but there is one important thing. I can use it only in charge phase.
Yes.
And it gives you -2 to charge.
You don't even need to hit me. And by the way, you're only hitting on 6s because it's not the fire Overwatch stratagem.
Yeah.
You don't even need to hit me. You will just give me -2 to charge. For 1 CP, it's out. No brainer.
Yeah, but it would be hilarious if I kill you now. But it's very hard. Okay, so. Yeah.
Okay, now I had 6-inch charge before, so I have 8-inch charge now.
Yes.
I have 2 CPs. One is for reroll, and the second one is for some cool stratagem to absolutely murder you. So 8 up.
The blessed number.
The blessed number. I spend a CP.
Okay.
I obviously want and I need to charge you.
You don't.
And I'm in.
But you do.
Okay. So with 10 inches, I'm absolutely... Okay, so I'm very happy because now I will have my chance for the Typhus to murder you. He has 10 attacks with his swag profile, which I'm obviously using. He has little hits, and I will spend the CP,
the last one,
for corrosive effluence. So I have AP -2 in the sweeping mode. And because you're in the range of my aura, I will be wounding you on 2 ups.
Okay.
So I hit you also on 2 ups. Okay, so... And now I need 2 ups. Oh,
So it's AP -2, but I have still +1 save.
Yes.
So I go down to 5 up.
Yes. I only killed 5. Actually, Peter has 5 feel no pains.
Yes. So let's check.
Okay, so 1 is back. Considering I was hitting on 2 ups and wounding on 2 ups, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But now Tau will strike me back.
Yeah. Almost.
So I think I won that fight, but it could have been better. I mean, Typhus is still kinda exposed there, so we will see how it goes in a moment.
So at the start of my phase, in the command phase.
Yes, we both get 1 CP.
But
it's the 4th battle round, right?
No, it's 3rd because
it's 3rd.
you.
Yeah,
started.
it's your 3rd.
Yeah. So I can get 1 more on a 4 up. I don't. Okay, so in terms of victory points,
yes,
I get 0 for victory points for primary.
Yes,
and I have to focus more on that now. But I also get once again 5 for standing in my deployment.
Yeah.
So 0 plus 5. So now give me a second to think
Yes.
how to move.
Yes, and how to get those objectives.
Yes.
So now Peter moved with his stealth suits, and now I have a big dilemma, because I have one last CP.
Yeah.
And I could use Fire Overload, because this squad actually has quite decent weapons, including auto-hitting flamer that wounds infantry on 2-up.
Yes.
Which could actually hurt you, but I might need a command reroll to save Typhus. So give me a second to think. Okay, I'm actually spending one last CP, and I'm doing this to save Typhus.
Okay.
So I will actually start with the bolter into this guy. Nothing. Now I will use the Blight launcher. Nothing. I will use the Plague Spewer, so D6 auto hits. Wounding on 2-ups. Okay, so this is 2. 80 minus 1, it ignores cover.
Okay.
So 4-ups.
4-ups.
Okay.
One wound, yes?
Yes, and I still have my Biologus, and I will be using Hyper Blight Grenades, which is a blast, but you're not above 5. So this is, yeah, D6 shots. Nothing. I think my plan failed, but it was worth trying.
Okay. So now I move here with Ghost Skull, and I move a bit back
With Ethereal.
with Ethereal, and finishing my movement, I fall back with a strike team. Okay. Okay, so once again I decided that the observer unit is stealth suit.
Yes.
And they are guiding Ghost Skull, who is shooting at Typhus. Okay, but before that, let's shoot with Stealth Team into your Plague Marines.
Okay.
So, 2 burst cannons, 4 plus, and now 4-ups. Oh!
Okay.
They are very angry.
So 4 3-ups. I just lost Marine and something. And now I have a dilemma. Okay, so I'll kill the Plague Spewer guy because he failed me, and I put a wound on my Blight launcher.
Okay, and now I finish shooting with Fusion Blaster in Melta range.
In Plague Marines.
Yes, so 4-up. Nothing.
Luckily.
And I don't reroll.
Only
Now
1
I-
CP.
Yeah, now I wonder whether I should split the shooting with Ghost Skull. Because I'm wondering whether Fusion Blaster. Yeah, it's only 1 Fusion Blaster.
But twin-linked.
Twin-linked, yes. But it's like you have 4 plus
Invulnerable save.
vulnerable save. Yeah, it's too big risk. I should with everything into Typhus.
Yes. Do you overcharge?
Maybe I will start with Fusion Blaster.
Okay.
Okay, so I hit you on 3 plus. Okay, that's a hit.
You wound on a 3-up, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't have a CP, so it's a 4-up or die situation. So Typhus just died.
In an explosion.
No.
But it was Melta explosion. Okay.
He almost gave me so many victory points.
So now I cannot use my other weapon,
Yes.
but I'm still happy that I cleared you from my objective.
Yeah, I should have not used the Overlord.
Yeah. So that was my turn 3,
Yes.
which also ends battle round.
Yes.
So let's
Do you
move to...
charge.
No, I don't. So
Okay.
we move to the 4th.
Yes.
You get 1 command point, I have 2. Do you have to test Battle Shock with your Plague Marines? I think yes.
Yes, but I again have a 5.
And also with
Poxwalker.
Poxwalker. Okay.
So I need to do a battle shock test for my 2 units.
Okay.
I'll start with the Poxwalker because he will probably fail it. No, he's the bravest Poxwalker known to mankind.
Yeah.
And my Plague Marines, they have +1 because they're in the range of the objective.
Oh.
They failed.
So
I can't even target them with stratagems, but other than that, but I'll still control this objective.
yeah. And by the way, you once again get 10 victory points.
Yes.
And this turn I have to do something about it, because even if I manage to clear you off the board, I can lose on victory points.
Yes. I get 10 and... Okay, I need to think for a second and I will be back after the movement phase. The only unit I'm moving is actually my Poxwalkers. And that's because this unit is battle shocked, so I need some other unit 3 inches from the center. And I want to get closer in case I want to do something crazy with them. And also I can target them with stratagems, so if you want to shoot them, fire Overwatch, I will just go to ground or something.
So you know what, maybe I won't.
Okay. I was hoping, to steal you a CP for my Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
This unit remains stationary because if I move them, they will get shot and they have actually perfectly clear view to your stealth suits and I want to absolutely murder them.
Okay.
So that's what I will do. In my shooting phase, I start with the Hyper Blight grenades into them. D6 shots. Okay, it's a big 6. Again, 5 ups are auto wounds. So I scored 2 auto wounds. I hit you twice. Actually, 3 times. No, yes, twice. Strength is 5 because you're in contagion range. It's definitely 3 up. So it's 3 saves, AP -1.
So on a 4 up.
Yes.
So 1 failed and I had 1 wounded guy.
It's actually damage 2, so yeah, you will lose 2. Now I will use my Blight Launcher. Again, thanks to stealth, I have -1 to hit, so only 4 ups, but 5s or 6 will be critical hits.
Yeah.
Okay, so I scored an auto wound. So you save it also on -1. Yeah, AP -1.
So 4 up.
Do you reroll it? It's damage 2, so you lose a guy.
How much shooting you have left?
Well, I have only the bolter left. So I may not even clear the unit.
I don't reroll.
Okay, so we lose another guy. Now I use my Plague Bolter. And again, I hope for 5s and 6s. I score 1 auto wound, and your toughness was
4.
So now it's 3, so I'm wounding you on 3 ups. Okay, so it's 2 wounds, AP none, so you save on a 3 up. Okay, it's perfectly fine for them. So that was my shooting. Now I will actually declare a charge, I think. I will declare a charge with that unit against your stealth suit, because I want him gone. Or Ghost Kill has 9 saves. What's my Plague Knife? Nothing. Yeah, I will charge your lonely stealth suit.
Okay, I don't overwatch.
Okay, so that's 8.
Maybe I should intervene with my ghost though.
You want to check your Ghost Kill
Oh,
fists. No. Okay, so I'm starting the fight. I will start with my Plague Champion. He has a heavy Plague weapon, so a Plague Fist. So he has critical No, little hits on a 5-up. Okay, so it's 2 auto wounds. AP is -2.
So 5-up?
Yes. You're dead.
Yeah.
Because it's damage 2, by the way. So even if you rerolled 1, you would be killed. And I need to see the Ghost Kill Fists. Oh, it's only strength 6.
But damage 2.
Yeah, the damage is 2. And you can fall back and shoot?
Yes, I do. Give me my turn.
Yeah, because I need to run and... Okay, so I'm giving you back your turn. That was my turn. And by the way, I score 3 victory points for being in the center.
So by now you have 29 victory points.
Yes, and no typhus.
Yes. Okay, so at the start of my 4th turn, you have 2 command points, I have 3, and I have a chance to get a 4th one. I do.
Yeah.
So I can just spend them any way I want.
That's true.
I don't have to do any battle shock text,
Mm-hmm.
because the one unit that took some hits is dead. So it's time to move.
Yes,
So give me a second to think.
of course.
I want to move him here.
The Fire Warrior team remains stationary, which means that they can now use their turret.
Yes, so I can deploy my DS8 support turret.
Also, I love this epic moment when the lonely Poxwalker faces off the Ghost Kill battleship.
So at the start of my shooting phase, I decide that the observer unit is striking,
Yes?
and they are supporting Ghost Girl shooting your Plague Marines.
Yes.
But first let's start with Fire Warriors,
Mhm.
and maybe not Fire Warriors, but Cadre Fireblade,
Yes?
who is shooting your lonely Poxwalker. So I have 2 shots.
Mm-hmm.
I hit you on 3+.
You hit me once.
You know, I have so many command points that I want to reroll, because I want this guy dead. So reroll. Okay. Wounding on 3+.
Yes.
Okay, 1 wound.
Now no rerolls. And I only have 2 feel no pains. I need to save both or I will lose my last Poxwalker in that unit. And I don't. So damage to weapon worked pretty well. By the way, fun fact, I could have used the damage reduction on Poxwalkers. So yeah, it would be funny.
Okay, so now 15 shots into your second unit of Poxwalkers.
Yes, these guys have cover.
Yes.
That
So
will be...
I hit you on 4+. And now 3+.
That's 4... No, 3 saves.
Yes.
So I have first 6 up. Nothing. And 3 feel no pains. Okay, so I lost 2 guys. So I'm... yeah, I'll just take those 2.
But this time I have also support turret
Yes.
missile, which has indirect fire and twin linked,
Yes.
but it's not that good because it hits only on 5+, nothing. So great turret.
Yes, now the big
Yeah.
threat.
So the Ghost Girl is guided.
Yes.
How many wounds does your biologist? So maybe I will leave Fusion Blaster for him, and I will start with Ion Breaker.
Are you overcharging or not?
Yeah, I do, because even for AP, it's worth it.
That's true. So I will have to use a stratagem, or maybe even 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I will use 2 stratagems. The first one is go to ground,
Okay.
which will give me, for the very least, 6 invulnerable save. but also +1 to my saves. And the second one is disgustingly resilient.
Yes.
So
you spent
no,
two.
no, no. I had two.
Good.
Yeah, so I'm down with all command points, but I'm disgustingly resilient and I'm gone to ground.
Okay. So I start with my overcharged Iron Breaker.
Yes.
So I hit you on 3+.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, full house. And now with strength 8, I once again need 3+.
Yes. Okay. So, and this is the
AP -2, damage 3.
yeah. So 5 saves, right?
Yes.
And actually, it's AP -2. Yes, but I have
+1 to save. Yes.
So I'm saving on 4-ups. I lost a guy, but still pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And if you didn't overcharge it, for which you will probably pay with 3 mortal wounds.
No, I don't. So now I have only left Fusion Blaster.
Yes, the Malta.
So 3+.
Okay.
Now it's 3+,
Yes.
but it's Twin Linked,
Mm.
which comes handy. Maybe don't.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So, I mean, I spent 2 CPs, but it was so worth it.
Yeah. I'm just now wondering whether I should move even further with. So I spent this command point.
Yes.
I have 2. I move 6 inches.
Yeah.
So that's it. That
Yeah.
was my turn. I, as always, got 5 points, victory points for staying in my deployment,
Yep.
but 0 for my primary victory points.
Yes, but in the next turn you will already get 5, and then you will be able to move for the big 10 because you score at the end of your turn.
Yeah. So I won't get 5. Yes, I get at least 5.
Yes. Unless I kill you.
Yeah.
So I will have to kill Ghost Kill because I'm scoring now,
Yeah.
and I don't actually control with those guys anything.
But you control here.
Yes, so I have 5 points. In my movement phase, I'm not boring you guys with anything. I'm simply moving the Poxwalkers here, so they will get, you know, within 3 inches. They're not charging anything, and this squad of boys will simply have to stop you. So they are moving now. Are you doing something with it?
I want to see where you move.
I'm moving here.
Okay, so I think I will overwatch. Okay, so I overwatch with my warriors.
Yes.
To once again use this cool rule with hitting on 4+.
Yes, I will go to ground. Do
But
I need to?
because it's AP0.
Yeah, I don't benefit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I don't use any CP now.
Okay, so 15 shots from carbines because you are still within 20 inches. Hitting on 4+.
Yes.
Oh, not great. And now wounding on 4-ups. Only 3 wounds.
Yes. I save it on a 3-ups. I will spend a CP to reroll it.
You're only one.
Yeah, but I have to. So my super sergeant still dies.
And now I finish with Fireblade.
Mhm.
But now I need 6s.
Nothing. Okay, so it's still my turn. It's my time to shoot. And my Biologus will use a Hyperblade Grenades. Now, because I'm not leading a unit, I only score little hits on 6-ups, by the way. But D6 shots from the grenade. Okay. I need force to hit because you're -1. You see, I would have so many little hits. What's toughness of your ghost kill?
8.
8?
Yes.
It's an absurd. So your toughness is now 7, but I wound you on 5 ups. Okay, I scored 2 wounds. 80 is -1, I believe.
So I save it on 3+.
Yes. Okay, you're fine. And yeah, it will be stupid as hell, but I will charge him.
And I will declare Overwatch.
Yeah.
So 6 shots from Iron Raker.
Hmm?
And I supercharge. So 6s. 1 shot.
Yep.
Now wounding you on 3.
Do you spend your last CP to reroll it?
Yeah, I do. So 3 up. But I also have Fusion Blaster. So 6 up.
Almost. Yeah. Now I will see how far I go. Okay, I'm definitely in, even if you have used this weird something. So I scored maximum 12 for controlling the center, and now I will fight with Ghost Kill with my Fall God Grelch, by the way. But it's Biologist Putrifier. So he has 4 attacks. He hits you on 3 ups, but 6s are lethal hits. So yeah, it's shaping great. And I'm wounding you on 5 ups. Nothing.
Okay, so now I strike you back. 3 attacks hitting on 5+.
Oh.
And wounding on 3+, because it's strength 6.
Yes.
Damage 2.
And no AP, so 3 up. I'm fine.
Very exciting.
Yeah, but you have objective control 3, so
Yes.
yeah, you will control this objective. And if you can fall back, shoot, and then use a CP to get here, you'll basically get 10 victory points.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about killing anything else, but you can do for fun.
Yeah. But you know, the funny thing is, in order to win, I would need to control something more. I think it's like impossible, because I'm too far away.
So even if you get now 5 plus 10...
Yeah, because I can get 13 total, and by now you have 38. 37, sorry.
Oh, 7 the last number.
So even if I control something of this, I would need to control all of this, but not all of them, because I can get only 15 for that. So I lost anyway, but I fall back.
Yes.
So I move way back here.
Yes, you will get 10.
Oh, so you know what? You know what? I can...
Charge me.
Yeah, but I still lose. But I get better victory points. But let's try. So I move 6 inches, and I will have like 11 in charge.
You don't get to use the
Yeah.
turret if you move.
Okay.
Okay.
But I should check whether I get another command point. I don't, so we both have 1. Okay. So I don't even want to shoot with my
Oh, and by the way,
postal.
you moved with your fire warriors,
Yes.
so I will have a blast.
Okay.
Using a blast weapon in an Overwatch.
Okay.
So d6 shots plus 1, so 5. And unfortunately only 6s, but each 6 will be a wound.
Nothing.
But it was entertaining.
Okay, so I don't even shoot because I don't want to kill you with Ghost
Yes.
Skull and with this guy, so I just want to check if I can charge.
Yes.
So let's see, Fire Warriors, I need 11 or more. I have a reroll. And by the way, I have to do this with them because I need to have higher objective control than you, and Ethereal has 1.
Okay.
So I need to do it with them. So you know what, maybe I... But I was...
Still, yeah.
Okay, so 11
Yep.
with a reroll. So I use a reroll. Still nothing.
Now, actually, you may try with Ethereal because I forgot in the previous round to do a battle shock on him.
Ah, yeah.
So if I fail on a 6-up, he will now have objective control 0. It didn't matter before because he didn't control any objectives for me, but he passed. So he actually has objective control. So I'm afraid that Death Guard actually managed to win on points.
Yes, because I get 10 points for controlling this objective.
Yes.
I also have 5 for staying in my... because it's at the end of my command phase, so...
You get 20 for your secondary, so the secondary is great.
But only 10 for primary.
Yes.
So it turns out it was a big mistake to remain so long in the back. I should move more forward. But
it was still a good game. Tau is very powerful and it was scary to fight against them. I have to admit that it probably came down to Death Guard's secondary, which even though it only gives 12 victory points, it was super easy to achieve.
Yes.
But again, Tau 1 was probably even easier and gave more victory points. But it helped me very much, and you know, being in the middle and next to the objective is super, you know, intuitive and gets together very well. So the Death Guard was simply moving forward, and in this mission, when I don't get points for the home objective, it was perfect. Because if you got any points for your home objectives, Tau now scored doubles. Because they have for staying in your deployment zone. They have very powerful shooting. They killed Typhus. They shot him off the board. And I think this shows that Tau will be a great contender in the future games. Because in their group they have Space Marines and AUN'SHAR.
Yes, so I think they are super strong. They have a really nice combat patrol, and all those rules are working so well with each other. I just think that this mission was like the worst one for them. Because it was like the most points for the... But, by the way, it still was, I think, the most... the closest one in the first 3. So the final result is 30 for Tau and 37 for Death Guard. So a very close match. That's true.
I'm happy that Death Guard won because actually at the beginning of the game their slowness, their sluggishness is really worrisome. Like, I'm afraid that they may not win many games, but I really want them to leave the group stage because I just enjoyed painting them so much. I love Typhus' model, so I really hope that they will leave the group, and this game gives them that chance. But I'm not also afraid about Tau because I think that unless something unlucky happens, they will also win with Space Marines and ADMEC.
You see, it's everything. Everything is rigged.
I mean, I still have to paint ADMEC. So
so the next game is ADMEC against Space Marines, regular ones from starter.
Yes, from Leviathan.
Yes, so this will be the second match of Group B.
And then we go to Group C, in which we have Eldari versus Drukhari.
Yes.
Because it's all set up. I mean, it's not. But it's also the same game that the Games Workshop did. So we can compare how they fare and how we will fare. But it will be exciting mirror match. Basically, I'm after a very long and tiresome job at a music festival. So I had to make a week break from everything because I had 14-hour shifts. But from now we will get back to regular doing stuff, and also when we finish painting all those combat patrols, the game will be much quicker to arrange and edit. So from now on the content should be more and more regularly and faster. So thanks for your support, guys. Comment below what you think about this game.
I hope that you also liked this game because it was very engaging. Because it was like very close all the time. Also, if you like this whole idea, World Cup tournament, please support us. There is a link in the description below if you want to just support us, because it is an immeasurable amount of money, time, and a lot of effort and dedication.
Hard work,
So we appreciate all the support.
So even doing as little as giving this video a like is greatly appreciated. comment below what you think, what you want to see. Give us all the feedback. We really are grateful that you guys are watching this content, and if you can support us even further, the link is below, and thank you very much for that. See you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.